Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm still struggling. I've struggled a lot lately, and I'm trying to be in such a good frame of mind. Then there's times where I cannot help but to freak out. And I'm referring to my job, losing my livelihood, as in my Durango, which is also my home, my insurance, my pay. There's so much that involves with that situation. I was hoping to get my results of my memory testing yesterday. I didn't get them yesterday. So today, I've talked to the memory clinic twice, and I called my doctor once and emailed them twice in hopes that they'll give me my diagnosis. I'm stressed. I'm very stressed. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to put myself in such a better frame of mind. I'm struggling, but I'm getting there. I'm really trying to get there. I was just going to say, maybe I'll just lie and say I'm getting there, but I'm trying really, really hard to stay in the frame of mind I need to be. I made a couple of mistakes today. Then my anxiety kicked in. I seen my manager print paper. He never prints paper, and that scared me. What we usually have in our meetings is paper. He prints out paper for him. He prints out paper for his manager. I don't get any until the meeting is over. I have told them on a couple of occasions that if they decide to let me go, that I want to be told downstairs. And the reason for that is because I don't want to see anybody looking at me while I'm crying. Also, when I left my pod, after work, I looked up and seen both of the managers in my manager's pod. And so that freaked me out also. I told him that she had said, if we see improvements, we won't be letting you go, we'll be keeping you. And I brought that to his attention, and he didn't say anything. But I apologized for my mistakes, which was finding people in emails to track down our equipment, of who knows about our equipment, I should say. But I've improved greatly. I don't think he cares. I don't think either one of them care at this point. Not that I'm talking bad about them. I feel that at this point, all they can see is my mistakes. Although they are very minimal at this time, I still feel that that is all they see. And I'm really traumatized by this. Today's been difficult, I will say. I won't lie about that, because I wanted to get that diagnosis before they let me go. But they do know what's going on. They know of my appointments and my testing, and I don't know what else to do. I've been trying really, really, really hard on my YouTube. Really hard on my YouTube. That's creeping along itself. I don't know what else to do about that, being in my circumstance of any kind, really, because as I've said many times, my life is just boring. But evidently, me saying that out loud is not too boring, because I do see a lot of you come back. And I hope you stick around. I've thought also of doing TikTok. I really didn't want to do TikTok. I do little videos for TikTok, but to talk to people live would be bothersome to me, as in Like I mentioned before, I don't know these people. I'm talking, of course, to the camera, but knowing that there's people on the other side looking at me and talking to me at the same time I'm talking to them, that's the problem for me. Seriously, I can talk to this phone all day long to you guys. Would not bother me, because I know there's nobody on the other side at this time, at this very moment. Once I upload it, that's a whole different story, but you know where I'm going, or I hope that you do. The sky here is looking dark. You can't tell behind me, but in front of me, it's dark. I think it's going to rain. And if it does, it's going to be a good hard rain. And I actually feel that maybe I was traumatized in the last tornado I was in. Both times I was in the tornado, not at the same time, was pretty traumatic. Not for me. The damage from both tornadoes at each time was pretty bad. But this time, I don't know why, but it's traumatized me, because when I see skies like this, I get nervous about it. And I've never liked storms, but I never felt like this. I don't know why I'm traumatized, because although trees both times fell around the house that I was in, and all the other all the other houses around was damaged, you would think I would not be traumatized. But I feel that once you get out of your house and you're driving around and you see the carnage all around you, that's where it sets in. Now, both times I heard trees hitting the ground, and I heard debris hitting the house at every side and angle of the house, actually. I don't know. I guess I'm safe. I guess because I'm safe, I should feel lucky. And I do. I really do feel lucky. But hearing the trees hit the ground, and these are big trees, and debris hitting the house at all angles, both houses actually, that's where the traumatization, I think, sets in. Because you don't hear that every day. Neither time did I hear a train. And I'm sorry if that scares a lot of you, but both times I was listening. I didn't hear anything pertaining to a train. I just heard the trees hitting the ground and debris hitting the houses. And the rain going horizontally. I don't recall in the first house it going horizontal, because I was on a bed. And then when the trees started falling over, the electricity was off. And I stayed in the house until it passed. That's when I went outside. Both times were at night. But that's when I went outside and saw all of that damage. And then, yeah, both times were scary. But no train sound. This time I only saw the horizontal rain, because my ex kept opening up the door, and I'm sitting there thinking, you're going to suck both of us out this door, out of this house. But I was curious too, but I stood back. He was at the door, but it was dark. It was like 1 a.m, something like that. And the rain was horizontal, and it was going one direction, and it was extremely forceful. When you open the door, you can hear the wind going similar to that, but louder. My mouth only can go so loud. But the rain, yeah, it was horizontal, going the same direction. Very forceful. I don't think I've ever seen rain that forceful. This traumatization is setting in with today's traumatization. I'm not sure what I'm seeing. And I'm not going to show you just yet, but I happened to look up, and I see smoke. I can still see it. I don't know what it's from. I don't know if something's on fire. It's a white smoke. The wind is windy, but not so much it's kicking up sand. So I don't know. If it gets more vigorous, I'll flip my camera around so you can watch. Yeah, but today I had to take a Xanax this morning, and I think I took one Sunday, because every single Sunday I have anxiety coming out of my ass. Not literally, but all day. I will go all day, pure panic mode, and then at some point I stop and take a Xanax, and it does help. I guess that's what I'm going to have to do until I find out what's going on. And my ex tells me, stop worrying about it. If they let you go, just go, draw unemployment, because they cannot let me go with a handicap, and this is a handicap. Just draw unemployment until I can find something that is suitable for me. And then I'm like, suitable would be hard to find, because this position was salary. And I don't think I will find another salary position to help me. Salary jobs are hard. And I just knew that I could do this, and my memory prevented that. But I'm trying to think outside the box, just like he is, and just say, grab the bull by the horns. Also, while I'm on disability, work on my YouTube, do TikTok, whatever I've got to do, I will do. I hope you took notes of that, because I feel like that was for more than just me to hear, to say, to know, whatever. So I'm going to end this here. I love you guys tremendously. I'm sorry that this video was kicking the butt for me, but I love you guys. I'm going to send each and every one of you love, light, and peace. Bye.
Lights shining from the window late at night. I'm just watching someone